Hello everyone, I am Sierra and welcome back to my video. Well, ladies and gentlemen, have you ever entered a pura or a temple, and what kind of architecture that you see there? Yeah, here I would like to explain to you the kinds of architecture that you might find when entering pura. The first architecture that you might find when entering a pura is a split gate or Candi Bentar. The split gate is known as Candi Bentar, and it is a common and important feature in Balinese temple architecture. It marks the entrances of the temples and drawing a line between the holy grounds and the outside ground. In fact, there are many stories about it, and the most popular and well-known version is one that is related to the legend of Mount Meru. Mount Meru is a mountain of Indonesian myth, believed to be where gods live. This mountain has been featured in Hindu, Jain, and Buddhist stories. It is believed that the Lord Shiva has split Mount Meru into half, which became Mount Agung and Mount Batur, Bali's two primary volcanoes. Therefore, it is believed that the Candi Bentar is built to represent the two halves of the mythical Mount Meru. Other stories mention that the split gate represents the duality of male and female forms, while for some it is the balance between light and dark forces. Though its true origins are uncertain, this unique and iconic structure is definitely a beautiful sight to behold. One of the most otherworldly looking Candi Bentar can be found at one of Bali's oldest and most secret temples, known as Pura Lempuyan. The gates clearly frame the peak of Mount Agung in the middle, with the vast sky as the heavenly backdrop. The second architecture that you might find is Padu Raksa. Most temples also contain inner gates known as Padu Raksa or Kori Agung. These gates separate the different areas within a temple, such as the Jaba Pisan or the outer courtyard, from the Japa Tengah or the inner courtyard. Unlike the Candi Bentar, these gates are not split into two. Furthermore, you're likely to find the face of Boma, the Balinese jungle god, which is represented in the form of statues. The Boma statues are placed in front of the gates. Boma may look fierce since he merely acts as a protector, scaring the evil spirits away from entering the holier parts of the temple. Inside of each of the courtyard, you will find several interesting structures such as Bale, Meru, and Koko. The first one, let's talk about Bale. Each courtyard may have several little pavilions called Bale. These bales may be as simple as a roofed structure supported by 4 pillars with cement or stone floors. In several temples, Balinese orchestra will be housed in one of these bales. The second one, let's talk about Meru. Meru is a tiered roof structure that you can find on the top of a little pavilion dedicated to a god or goddess. You can only find an odd number of Meru, and the highest is 11 Meru, signifying the greatest respect. The goddess of rice, Dewi Sri, for example, will have 11 tiered Merus dedicated to her. The third one, let's talk about Kulkul. Kulkul is a hollow log that functions similar to a church bell. It is used to call the village community. In a village temple, it is usually housed in a tower whose base is decorated with carvings. Sounding the kulkul has its own language. Different rhythms of hitting the kulkul will communicate different reasons for the gathering of the village. The last one is shrine. A temple may have a number of shrines, which are dedicated to the various gods and goddesses. The people will present their offerings on these shrines. That's all about the architectures that you may find in a temple. Hope you like the video and get meaningful information from my explanations. So see you on the next video and goodbye.